Welcome to Learned and Go Go, the podcast. Hey, happy Wednesday and happy April. I'm here. I am your host. I'm also the author of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self. And some of you may know me as Sydney, but for tonight, I am April O'Neil because you know what? It's April. It's April 1st. And I figured I might as well have a little fun with it. So I'm so glad to see so many people are here tonight. And I want to welcome Delphia. Thank you for joining us this evening. I see So Severian, I see Erin, I see Lizzie. So glad you guys are all here tonight. Thank you. Can't wait to hear what you have been up to this past week. Hey, Reese. Hey, Tanya. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it has been a very busy week for me, and in a good way, in a good way. But between celebrating my little brother's 50th birthday, which was a whole lot of fun, and it is Luna's birthday month. Excellent. So happy birthday month to you. So glad you are here. It's also my older daughter's birthday month. It's one of my besties' birthday months. It's my sister-in-law's birthday month. It's my dad's birthday month. Um, it's just very busy time, but all for good reasons. So that is cool. Um, yes, happy April to everybody. And I just wanted to see how your month is starting out. Do you what's the word I'm thinking of? Is observe the right word? Do you observe April Fool's Day? Have you ever played like a fantastic prank on somebody for April Fool's Day? Have you ever tried to pull a prank on somebody and it blew up in your face on April Fool's Day? Put your stories in the comments. I cannot wait to hear them. Oh my gosh, Reese, I am so happy for you. He says, have to share with you. I got tickets for the film Ernie and Emma, and Bruce Campbell will be there. I'm really hoping he'll be signing and taking pictures. Even if not, it'll be great to be there in the same room as him. So awesome. That makes me so happy. I was actually wearing my Army of Darkness Bruce Campbell shirt earlier. So you guys know I love Bruce Campbell. If I could show you my Evil Dead altar I have going up here, I would, but literally right before I hit the go live button, I hit my it's this. It's like egg crate, it's like for sound absorbing, which hit the adapter I had for my mic and camera and shut the whole damn thing down. So literally with 30 seconds to go, I was frantically getting back together because it's April Fool's Day. So the universe was like, you wanted to do your podcast? April Fool's, bitch. And I said, guess what, bitch? I'm going to do it. And I threw it all back together. Here we are. So that is awesome. Let's see. Oh, can you guys hear that? Okay. So I just said, listen up, bitch. And the biggest thunderclap just happened outside. Okay. So if I disappear, the universe is not up for my shenanigans tonight. All right. So Severian said, I'm a lapsed April Foolsian. I am no longer observant. That is fantastic. I love it. And Kyler says, big new big news. You passed your third midterm and are now AWS certified. Congratulations, Kyler. I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. Yes, could you hear the thunder right after I said that? Oh my God. So funny. So funny. It reminds me of the audience participation in the beginning of Rocky Horror, where it's like, hey Janet, are you a slut? Yes. Are you gay, Brad? Yes. Are you gay, Riff? Yes. Are you gay, God? And then it's like, sorry. That's what that just reminded me of. Oh my gosh. Reese says, I played one prank on April Fools on my church. I snuck a microphone away. I played black metal music and screamed into the mic and rattled the windows. They were all freaking out, but they were. Tanya says, I spent all day today freaking out about pest control coming on Friday. Forgot there is a day in between Wednesday and Friday. It's called Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'm sorry you were freaking out. That sucks. I remember as a little kid, my mom used to love to play April Fool's pranks on us. And the one thing that I remember was coming home from school and walking up to the front door and it said wet paint, go around back. And then we went around back and it was like April Fools, go back around front. So we had to come back around. And I specifically remember playing a prank on a guy that I went to high school with. And this was not a nice prank. And don't do this. Um, so what I did was he and a girl I was friends with had been, we'll say, hooking up in the local park. And a couple days later, because we all smoked cigarettes back then, she had a smoking sore back here in like the back of her mouth and was afraid that she may have gotten something from said guy. So I told him that, like her and I discussed this beforehand, that I was going to tell him that he needed to go get tested. So I did. And he's like, what do you think? I'm stupid. It's April Fool's Day. I'm like, look, she's got a sore in her mouth. I'm just telling you to be safe. Yeah. Well, the first thing he said was, I get tested every month. How much of a whore are you that you get like in high school that you have to get tested every month for these things? So anyway, tell him that he winds up going to the local clinic and getting tested and comes out fine. And he comes up and is all like snotty in my face about, I'm fine. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I was playing dumb. It's like I went and got tested and I'm fine and everything. And I just went, April Fools, and ran like hell. He got me in a headlock, which I totally deserved. But that's the one thing. And in my yearbook, he wrote, I will think of you every year on April Fools. So maybe I'll send him a Facebook message because we are Facebook friends and just be like, happy April Fool's Day. Did you get tested? That's hysterical. Oh yeah, I want to know what music you played too, Reese. I played Motley Crue, Time for Change in church, but I got cleared for it because it was Youth Sunday and we were doing the sermon and it tied into my sermon. So I played it, but I did not know that the volume was all the way up on the PA system. The congregation was not thrilled, but of all the songs I could have played, that one was pretty tame. Tanya says, tomorrow we'll just be maintaining the house with a rambunctious 18-month-old all day tomorrow, destroying all I cleaned today. I understand, but I love your posts with the baby. So cute. Hey, Aaliyah's here. Hey, sweetie, I'm so glad you are here. Hopefully, YouTube is going to be behaving itself tonight. Yes, a smoking source. So if you smoke cigarettes, all that smoke can sometimes irritate and you kind of get a blister. And it can happen like if this is the back of your mouth and this is your top teeth and your bottom teeth, it's like right there. Uh, and it can get like a almost, it's not really a callus, it's more like a blister. Used to happen all the time. So let's see. Luna says, started off kind of fucked up. Found out last night our storage shed and have to make inventory of what I had to give to them. Had solid oak desk, computer I built surround sound. Did something happen to your storage shed, sweetie? I'm sorry, I think I'm missing part of the story. Found out last night our storage shed, did it leak? Or did something happen to it? I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay and you can get it back. Oh my goodness. Should have sent me the poster. I forgot. It's okay. I forgot what poster you're talking about. So it's all good. All good. Yeah. So if any of you have done April Fools, put them in the comments, please. I do this every week, guys. Oh, it's right in front of my face. My notes. So let's see. April Fool's Day kid story. Covered it. Awesome. So that's what I'm wondering too. Oh, Kyler, put your prank up. And I said in the comments, I YouTube is pissing me off, guys. I am not seeing all of your comments still. Let's see, if I go up, I see Kyler's accomplishment. Awesome. And then I see broke his arm, but I don't see the rest of the story. And I don't see, oh, you got your poster for Stagnant. Excellent. You guys that aren't in the know, Stagnant is Aaron's new movie. So super excited to see that, see what's going on in that. Maybe be a part of it. You never know. Oh, Luna, I am so sorry. Everything's gone. That is horrible. I am so sorry. Yeah, you guys, if you told me something and I'm not talking about it, post it again because YouTube's eating your comments again. They're coming in faster than usual, but they're apparently like April Fools, you don't get to see everybody's comments. Jeezy crazy. So, excuse me. Yeah, YouTube is right. Let's see, everything gone, none of the stuff we had in there. Yes, I don't know what happened, sweetie, because there's comments missing. I'm sorry. But first of all, let's Tatiana to everybody. And if you're new here, Tatiana is what we say when we cheers. It can be a grown-up drink, it can be water, it can be soda, it can be a toke of whatever you like to toke on. But Tatiana to you. And if you're not sure who Tatiana is, you can check out the story in Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, and you can get your copy of my book at learnedingogo.com, available in paperback and ebook. So speaking of Jeezy Crazy, I'm sorry, Luna. Everything in the shed is gone. I am so sorry. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I just said Jeezy Crazy, which made me think this Sunday is Easter. So if you celebrate Easter, if you celebrated Easter growing up, tell me your favorite Easter stories. What are the things that, thank you, Kyler. What are the things that you remember or think about when you think of Easter? So for me, being a preacher's daughter, obviously Easter was a big holiday. It's actually my dad's favorite day of the entire year. He literally dances up and down the aisle at church, and like it's adorable. Um, but as a kid, having to go to the sunrise service and the regular service and the after service and all that, it was a lot, especially because I had to wear my Easter dress and sometimes my Easter hat and my Easter gloves too. And I remember being a little girl and laying in bed, and my mom would hang the dress on my doorknob and put the hat on top of the doorknob. And if I woke up in the middle of the night and saw it, I thought it was a person standing there staring at me. It scared the shit out of me. Like every year, you would think I would know the Easter person was actually just my outfit for the next day. Scared the crap out of me. But I did like getting the new dress and being excited about getting dressed up until I had to wear it for hours and hours and hours. And then when we would be done church, we would go to my cousin and great aunts. They lived right next to each other and have breakfast, like big breakfast. They would make eggs and bacon and sausage, like all the things. And so it was always tradition that we would have to go and parade around in our Easter clothes and be like, look, don't we look great? Great. Now we can get our play clothes on and go play with our cousins. And every year, my cousin and I would ask to have a sleepover, and they would act like it was not on their radar at all. Well, we would have to plan it. It's Easter. We only see each other on Easter. We're going to want to have this. So I just remember all of those memories of getting together with my family, most of which have passed on at this point. So I do cherish those memories for our getting together. But I remember that stuff. We always dyed Easter eggs. I've done that with my kids too. Love dyeing Easter eggs. Love having multicolored egg salad and deviled eggs for like a couple weeks after. And did anybody else did you dye Easter eggs and then leave them on the counter? Like, I vividly remember that from growing up. I would never do that now, but, like, in the 80s were wild, the 70s and 80s, but we would have them just sitting on the counter, like the big basket of colored eggs, and I guess because they were cooked, I don't I don't understand. Um, but let me see what these comments are. Yes, again, I'm so sorry, Luna, that's horrible. Um, she said our lock was gone and he went back today to see what was inside and none of our stuff was there. That's horrible. I am so sorry, sweetie. That is just awful. Um, 180 from that comment. So Zavarian is saying, I'm trying to remember, did go pee pee in the tub make it into your book? Okay, so since you guys are on the podcast, you will get a little side story because I feel like I would have put that. I'm 99% sure that that story is in the book, but just in case, I used to work with a girl that Savarian knows. Um, and she would dance to the R. Kelly song, Freak, is it called Into Club? Getting Freaky in the Club. And because it was R. Kelly, me and another friend of mine who danced would sit at the bar and just start singing really loud, go pee pee in the tub. And she would get so angry on stage. Like, I thought she was going to throw a shoe at us. So, yeah, I'm 99% sure that I included the pee pee in the tub song in my book. Um, well, thank you, Lizzie. I used to do my hair red. I used to have this color hair. Um, you know, this was like my beginning of fall, and then for Halloween it would be black. And then sometimes I would go back to this. It would usually start in the summer with the sun in, would like start it on the path to red. So I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I dig it. I dig it. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kyler, that Easter gives you bad family memories. Well, it's time to start making new ones. And then black, like there'll be no room for those because you can make new, fantastic, awesome memories. Tanya says, I can't believe how big the baby is getting, walking and learning new words every day. She learned how to pet Bazzy and wee when she started purring. So cute. That's awesome. Luna says, I love my grandma's ham and apple pie she'd make on Easter. That sounds delicious. And Luna's birthday was on Easter twice. All right. So you might get more of those Easter birthdays. Yep, so far. Exactly. Exactly. Same brain. Let's say. Oh, that's why I'm remembering redheads. As soon as you brought up pee pee in the tub, I knew why, but I didn't know if I was allowed to share that little tidbit. Let's see here. I will absolutely show the poster to Sosavarian, 100%. Thank you so much, Sibyldelphia. I like Sibyldelphia. That's awesome. And so Savarian says, oh, definitely want to see the poster. Absolutely. Aaron, I wonder if you are getting blocked on YouTube because they like to spank you. I'm starting to wonder that. So let's see here. Another thing I remember about Easter is getting a butter lamb. Did you guys ever do that? Like the shapes of the sticks of butter, and there's a lamb. There might be a cross. I forget what else. But it was like the butter lamb, and then we all made a big deal about like chopping its head off. Like we were just evil little children. You got spanked twice already, Kyler. Oh, YouTube and I are going to go at it. I got a Tatiana to all of you hanging in there after getting spanked. And not in the fun way, in the YouTube way that sucks. I remember the butter lamb, and I remember getting a big chocolate egg with my name on it, and I would eat the underside of it, like I would hollow it out, all the good stuff, and it still looked pristine on the outside, and then it would just like fall apart. Let's see here. I saw a butter lamb I would have assumed was white chocolate, and boy, I would have been pissed after the first bite. Exactly, Luna. Spanking can be fun, but not by YouTube when you're trying to participate in a fun podcast on a Wednesday night, and you're not bothering anybody, and you didn't ask for it. Spanking is fun with consent. Let's see. Kyler says, by the way, question about eating colored eggs. Is that safe? Eating, okay. I before before I speak out of turn, I believe, and from my experience, when you use food coloring or like the Paz dye that you buy in the stores and all that, the color kind of leaks through the shell and gets on the egg white sometimes, and it's food dye, so it's fine. Now, I don't want to just say absolutely eating colored eggs is safe, and then somebody's using something they shouldn't use to color eggs, and somebody gets sick. I'm saying from my experience using food dye or using the egg dyes that you buy in the supermarket or Target or whatever, perfectly safe. Never had a problem. You might have some exciting colored poopy, other than that, it's all good. But I just always liked making we would make, creamed eggs. I don't know if you guys ever made that. It's just like a white cream sauce, and you chop up hard-boiled eggs in it, and sometimes put in ham and stuff like that and have it over toast, and that was always multicolored after Easter too, and it makes it more fun. It's like a funfetti of eggs. So, let's see. Aaron says he sent the stagnant poster to your messenger. Oh, okay. I will definitely check it out and send it to So Severian. When I have tried to do that during the podcast before actively, it just I don't want to lose you guys. I will be pissed, but I will share it with So Severian tonight, and I will put it in the queue to show to everybody next week on the show. So I can't wait to see it too. Let's see. So Severian says, I grew up with a mom who managed to swipe back half of the candy for Easter. Just buy your own fucking candy or be nice to the Easter bunny and get candy for yourself. You don't swipe your kids' candy, jerk. Luna says, yes, I'm still alive. So eating colored eggs um, will is safe if you're using the right stuff to color them. Let's see. Anyway, as a kid, I realized no one would want an egg that was licked all over, and thus it would be safe from theft. That's great. That's the total, like, I licked it, now it's mine. I always like that meme that was like, how long does that last? Because I've licked some things and I don't want them anymore. That cracked me up. Lizzie says, as long as you're not allergic to anything in the dye, I've eaten several dozen colored eggs in my day and I'm dot 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 fine. Does that sound fine to you? To go back to Bruce Campbell. Let's see. Gotcha. I don't think we ever ate our eggs. Really? You just colored them and then threw them away? That's a sin. Oh, Lizzie, something tells me I shouldn't believe you. LOL. I believe Lizzie. Absolutely. And Luna says, Twitch, Twitch. Just kidding. We're fine. Lizzie says, wait, y'all colored eggs and didn't eat them? Shenanigans. We had eggs for like a week after Easter. Us too. That's like the fun part of coloring them is getting to have them. And I always had my favorite ones I decorated and I'd eat them last because I wanted to save them. And another thing is every year, the last eggs that I dyed, I would wait until everybody else was done with the dye. And then I would wrap my egg in a paper towel and I would start with the yellow and like I'd go over to the sink and I'd dump it and I'd put the yellow all over the paper towel and kind of squish it and then do each color and squish it. And then when you take the paper towel off, it's like a tie-dyed egg. Looks pretty cool. So that was always fun. Let's see. Oh, and Aaron says I would put in anyone in the comments voice in stagnant if they wanted to. Oh, so if you want to be a voice in stagnant, reach out to Aaron and be in his movie. Thank you. That is so generous of you. I love it. Love it. Love it. We always made deviled eggs after, kind of ironic for Easter. Absolutely. Deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are the bomb. Philadelphia says, I think the realistic danger would be eating eggs that have been sitting out, not refrigerated for extended periods of time. Exactly. And that's what we used to do back in the 80s. They would just sit on the counter. I mean, we never got sick, But then again, okay, thinking back though, that might have been in the years where we were getting eggs straight from the farm and they weren't refrigerated. And I believe they can stay not refrigerated. It's once you refrigerate them that they have to stay refrigerated. Or, it was just a wild time and we're lucky to be alive. It could have gone either way. Let's see here. The Amish called them filled eggs because they wouldn't call them deviled eggs. I love that. And the next time I go, like right up the street, so Severian's been there with me. There's a market, and it's mostly Amish. And I know they sell deviled eggs, so I'm gonna look and see if it says deviled eggs where they have them on display, and then I'm gonna like kind of see if I have the guts to ask if they're okay with that or if the English made them put deviled eggs to sell them because that's what they call all of us non-Amish people. We're the English. Tatiana, folks. I love me some deviled eggs, though. Let's see. You haven't lived until you've eaten a week-old rubbery green and blue egg. Absolutely. Tyler says, "Oh, I do remember one year we thought we got all the eggs and we missed one and found it the next year around winter. My God, that was a black egg." That's like that shit they give you on Chopped. They have that like 100-year-old egg or something they call it. I wouldn't, I wouldn't fuck with that in a million trillion years. So Severian says, "Aaron, totally hit me up. Sydney can give you my email and credentials, LOL. And Sydney's going to teach you how to spell my name after like almost 2 decades, sir. It's even, well, it was written now. My website's there. Right on, farm fresh, never been refrigerated. Yes, eggs are good on the counter for a month. Okay, cool. So I'm going to tell myself that's what we were eating. I'm probably wrong, though. I think it was just the way things were back then. Lizzie says, "Oh my God, that's why my mom made a list of every single egg she hid to make sure we got them all." It's funny. I know my parents knew how many eggs. I don't know if they listed which ones like to look for specifically, but we also had to hide them up high because we had dachshunds. And if they found them, they would eat, they would just eat the hard boiled eggs. And then we'd have like little wiener dog farts, which were horrible. So all of ours were kind of hidden at least 2 or 3 feet off of the ground just so the dogs wouldn't get it. Oh, Luna saying, "Me, me, 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 me." So I think Aaron reached out to Luna as well. Oh, Aaliyah's leaving us. Have a good night. Thank you for hopping in. I love you. Aaron says, "Stagnant is a 20-minute horror film about a zombie outbreak from waterborne brain-eating amoebas that turn you into a zombie." Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to see it. It's going to be fantastic. And Luna says that Aaron knows how to get a hold of her. Says, "Your voices would be TV and radio signals playing during the ending credits." And so Severian says that can actually happen 100%. Luna says, "I can do fun things with my voice." Getting back to the spankings here in a second, folks. Things are getting naughty. Yeah, so another thing in the Easter vein that I wanted to share with you guys. I can't wait for Stagnant too. It's going to be so awesome. Oh, and Luna has a great horror movie, Scream. I believe that for sure. So one of the things that I used to love about Easter with my kids was the baskets, like getting everything together for them. And the Easter Bunny still visits, even though they're all adults now. You got to have fun. It's Easter. So I was in Walmart the other day and saw this cow print peep Easter basket. Stop it. How cute is that thing, right? So, of course, I lost my mind. I wanted to get it, but I knew better because I don't need another thing to sit in the house that I don't really have a purpose for, right? And what am I going to do? It looked like it was pretty big. So I was a good girl and I did not buy the adorable cow print Peep Easter basket, because I really don't have a spot for it. But what I do have a spot for is this adorable cow print Peep plush with the marshmallow peeps that I will give away to my children. But look, okay, so I saw this. I can't tell if he has a body or if he's a disembodied Peep. So I figured I would do an unboxing with y'all. And I've been waiting to open it with all of you guys to see if this little Peep is a full bunny or if he's just a headless Easter adorable bunny. So let's see. I think I can open it this way. Hopefully I don't need like cable cutters or something. Oh, come on. Let's just take it. It's my box. I can rip it if I want to. It's a full dude. Oh, what did I do? I just put the oh my gosh, look at his little bandana. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's so cute. Yep, it's just him and the candy in there. But I figured he was little, so I could get him and put him somewhere. So this is my happy Easter to myself. I thought it was so friggin' cute. Let's see here. Yeah, oh my God, cute, right? Right, how cute. I love the little bandana, and I love that I can put it up like this, and he's gonna rob your bank, right? I can't put, he's got a hat, so I can't put it all the way up like a do-rag, but I can make him a little bandit, or he can be a cowboy. I think he's adorable. So he's my new buddy for Easter. I'll have to come up with a name for him. Let's see here. Philadelphia says, my voice is really the station's ID for the LPFM station in Albany, New York. That is awesome. I never knew that. That is fantastic. You feel like a peeping Tom watching remotely. Okay. Why not, right? Kyler says, I saw an Easter basket one year at Walmart that was in the shape of Jesus. It was nightmare fuel. I thought it was. Like, why would you do that? How do you even make a basket in the shape of Jesus? That's just awful. And Luna did work in radio, absolutely. Tanya says a few years ago, Walmart sold a huge cow print duck for $35. Chuck went home with it. Went home with me. Oh, is that his name? Did you name him Chuck? I love that. They had gigantic cow baskets one year, and I'm just like, no, I don't have anywhere to keep it. But it was so cute, so cute. What if your chocolate Jesus melts? I always like the Eddie Izzard routine about, Jesus and the Easter bunny, and like why, like the kids in church that are like eating the chocolate eggs, and they're like, yeah, we eat chocolate eggs for Easter because chocolate's brown and the cross was brown. And it's like, no, it is the pagan celebration of fertility. That's why there's eggs. That's why there's bunnies, and all that. But that's so funny. I sure did name him Chuck. I love that so much. And Erin says, on the next horror barbecue is going to be insane. And I promise a Mortimer like you guys have never seen. I'm excited. I'm excited because you are so creative. So I can't even imagine what you're going to do with Mortimer. And if you guys are not familiar with the horror barbecue, is that Thursdays or Fridays? Put it in the comments. I know goddamn program is Saturday. You can catch Erin on that as well. But you do horror barbecue, and I get that and Tracks of the Damned mixed up. So I'm sorry. But put it in the comments and people can come and watch you in that as well, which is so cool. Oh yeah, in my Easter questions, do you guys like peeps? Or are you not peep eaters? And if you are a peep eater, do you like them fresh or do you like them stale? Because I know some people only eat peeps when they're stale. I used to like peeps when I ate candy. And that was before, like now, they have peeps in like 100 different flavors. They have Dr. Pepper flavor, I saw. They have like birthday cake. They have like 1,000 different flavors of Peeps. And I'm just like, just have the Peeps flavored Peeps. We don't have to go all cuckoo bananas with Peeps. And that just gave me a brain skip because also while I was in Walmart and looking at all of the different flavors of Peeps, do you know how many different kinds of Spam there are now? Like Spam, I remember eating Spam, like probably into my 20s. I grew up eating Spam. I remember there was Spam Light, and there was reduced sodium Spam. And then there was like the one kind of burgundy colored can that was like, I don't know, it kind of looked like corned beef. I don't know what was in that one. Um, but now there's Korean barbecue flavor. There's flavors I can't even pronounce. There's bacon, there's a maple flavor. Stop it. Just stop it. Have Spam. Just have Spam. You don't have to have 100 different flavors of Spam. Not necessary. Let's see. We've got a lot of not a fan of Peeps. Give me a campfire marshmallow. I've seen people making s'mores with Peeps. Peeps are not my yum. Peeps are nasty. I can't do Peeps. Reese says, I do like Peeps. It doesn't matter fresh or stale. Some buddies and I like to freeze and try to deep fry them or soak them in stuff. I'm surprised we're not hospitalized yet. At least you're being creative. Aaron doesn't like Spam either. And Luna says, I did buy the Dr. Pepper hoping I'd like it, but no. And Kyler said, Aaron, what if I made Spam tacos? Lizzie says, I used to like Peeps until I ate too many and made myself sick. Never tried them still. That's the thing, too. Like, once you get sick on something, it's harder to eat it, too. And you love Spam. See, that's the thing. I love Spam. I haven't had it in a couple decades, and then I tried to eat it a couple of years ago, and it just made me so sick. Like, my body rejected it. And I was sad because I used to love Spam. We used to make Spam burgers when we were camping. And my brother's friend made, oh my God, my brother's friend made Spam burgers, but he put like an entire stick of butter in the pan and melted it and then put Spam. Spam is all fat. You don't need butter in the pan, especially not like a lake. Ooh, I'm surprised I could eat it again after that. But I used to love like a good Spam burger. I used to cut it up, like cube it, and put it in mac and cheese. That was some good shiznit. Let's see, because Lizzie says, I love Spam. And Luna says, Lizzie, high five. I love Spam too. There is a turkey Spam. I have seen that. And Aaron says, I will pass the Spam, too much salt. Sybil says, any good Spam preparation methods, favorite recipes? I don't remember ever having it, but I'd like to try. So the thing with Spam is it's just canned meat. So you can fry it up, or like I said, you can cube it up and put it in a casserole or in mac and cheese. You can make like little thin slices and cook it up with eggs, or I know it's huge in Hawaii. They love Spam in Hawaii. So I don't know if you guys are putting anything in the comments, but that's typically how I would eat it. I would use it where I typically use ham in like a casserole or something like that. Um, and it's good. It's just spiced ham. That's all Spam stands for, is spiced ham. So it's good stuff. Lizzie says, I'll eat the raw cubes while I'm frying them for casserole. And Luna says, campfire marshmallows are the bomb. Kyler says, Lizzie, have you ever had Spam wrapped in cheese? Okay. There's a Hawaiian restaurant that makes a sushi-like thing out of Spam. Okay. And Lizzie's saying, Sybil, cubed and pan-fried can go in almost anything. We add it to pasta with tomato sauce. Really? My dad and I will devour the whole pot. I will never yuck anybody's yum. Like, if that's good, because I eat some weird shit. I do. And I respect that. If you want to put it in some red sauce and pasta, go for it. Let's see. Deviled ham. is awesome, Aaron. I love the Underwood deviled ham in the little can, and he's got his little trident. So the thing about Underwood products is I used to do a canoe trip. It was canoe camp, and I went freshman, sophomore, junior year of high school because after senior I became a counselor, and we would canoe 112 miles down the Delaware in a week, and we lived on Underwood meat. So we would have the deviled ham one day. That was like typically our lunch. We would have the chunky chicken. I love the chunky chicken. There was a roast beef. There was a liverwurst. And I have a friend who, who the entire time we were eating it would go, "This liver is the worst," like over and over and over again. But we would eat it with crackers. So let's see, who just asked what deviled? I thought somebody asked what deviled ham was, but it was basically just a little tiny can about yay big, and you pop the top off, and it was just, it wasn't quite minced. It still had a little bit of texture to it. Kind of think, I mean, it kind of had the consistency of cat food, quite honestly, but it was people food. But the thing was, it is distributed by Pet Incorporated, and we used to laugh our asses off. They're giving us cat food, but it's just canned meat, and it's so salty. It's like all salt. But I don't know if they still make all of the different ones. I know they make the deviled ham, and I know they make the chunky chicken because I got chunky chicken a couple of years ago because I was feeling all nostalgic for it. Deviled spam, that would be kind of cool. Let's see here. I have not, which is weird. What's that? Double? You don't know what deviled ham is? Let's see. Oh, Kyler says my mom was born in Hawaii, so my mom has so many good spam recipes. Please share because that's awesome. Campfire spam is the proper way to cook and eat spam. Campfire anything is fantastic. Okay, yes, Kyler was asking what deviled ham is. It's like I said, it's a can of minced up meat, very salty, but yum. That was always when my family would do road trips when I was growing up because that was any kind of vacation that we had was usually camping road trip. And we would stop at the rest stops, and my mom would make deviled ham and cheese and mustard on white bread. So good. Guys are going to make me go out and buy some deviled ham tomorrow. And if I do, I will take pictures and post them and tag all of your asses in them and be like, your fault. That's so good. Oh, okay. You can still get the chicken and roast beef. The roast beef is hard to find. I bet. Erin likes meat pate. Excellent. Luna does a stir fry with spam, veggies, and ramen. Oh, that sounds good. It was quite yummy. I swear it's people food is a heck of a selling point. You know I'm a straight shooter, Lizzie. I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts. I say give it a try. It's good. It's very, very good. Uh, oh, I was telling Kyler I haven't tried spam wrapped in cheese. I think we all need to have like a little week of trying new foods that we haven't tried before, and we can all report back. Just nobody eat Easter eggs that have been on the counter. That's out of the game. But if you want to take a bite out of a butter lamb, all that, you're good to go. But just keep it safe. Okay. Uh, they also have a corned beef one, but I haven't been able to find it. The rest I found after a quest. Then I became disgusted by them. That's what I'm wondering. Like, if my nostalgia for it and what it is now are going to be the same thing. And I also wonder how they've changed how they make things too, because that was 30 years ago. And so many things they've just changed the processing of the ingredients too. So, but I can't imagine you change too much in a deviled ham. It was spiced kind of, right? Like salt, definitely salt. Kyler says, I still remember when we had crackers, cheese, and this beef that was like thin, but you could slurp it. You're slurping the meat. What kind of beef on crackers? I'm so curious now, Kyler. You have to find out what that was so we can try it. Let's see. Is it food for people or of people? Lizzie likes jelly hot dogs in a can too. Ew. Is that like Vienna sausages? Is that what that is? Because I don't think I've ever had a Vienna sausage. I've seen them in the store. Tanya says, "Remember the little cans of potted meat you would spread on bread? I still eat that crap." Exact. This is the same family. This is the same family tree as the potted meat. I don't think I've ever had that, where it says potted meat. I don't think I've ever tried that kind. But the Underwood, absolutely. Kyler says, "Jelly what?" And Luna says, "Jelly hot dogs." And Lizzie says, "Vienna sausages." Yeah, and it's chicken broth now, so it's better. Sister Varian says potted meat. That's funny. I'm still trying to figure out your slurping your beef slurps. I've never I can't even imagine what that would be. And I love me some crackers and meat and cheese. Like I will eat that. I would live on that. A charcuterie board, I am here for it. And I've decided this year since my besties are awesome and let us stay with them down the shore. So we get this fantastic shore vacation every year that I'm so grateful for that I get to hang out with them and that we get to do shore stuff. But what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to buy a new tackle box and I'm going to fill it with crackers and cheese and like pepperoni and salami and supersada and like all the meats and some olives and some nuts and all kinds of stuff like that. And it's going to be my snackle box and I'm going to take it down on the beach and I'm going to snack out. Yeah, I said charcuterie board. That's what I call it. I know it's a charcuterie board, but I don't think I have the picture loaded up in here. I don't know why I would. Now I will have to share, Lizzie. I have a picture. One of my besties bought me. It's a wooden charcuterie board and it has a shark on it and it says charcuterie board on it. I love it. Um, exactly. Lunchables are the original charcuterie board and we all just grew up and decided that we're going to have our Lunchables a little more. Yeah. Here, we'll add some mustard and honey. So now it's grown up. That's pretty much the difference, right? Let's see. Okay, Kyler says it's like tartar, but slightly cooked and it has a slippery texture and it's beef. I'm so intrigued by this. I want to find out what it is. Interesting. Luna can't stand Vienna sausage. Erin says a snackle box is amazing. I did see that somewhere. I wish I could take credit for creating that phrase, but I love it. And no, you weren't here. You know me. I just like charcuterie board is so much more fun to say. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely like the snack person, the appetizer person. Those are my favorite things to live on, carbs and cheese and like processed meat. I'm there for it. I love me some Hillshire Farm turkey kibasi because it doesn't have the big gristle pieces that their regular kibasi has. And I do like real Polish kibasi, but if I'm getting it in the supermarket, I go turkey because it doesn't have the gristle. But I love that. I love pork roll, which I know is regional, and it is pork roll. It is not Taylor ham. If you're from North Jersey, you're wrong. But that's like a regional argument that we have around here is whether it's pork roll or Taylor ham. Um, but that's another delicious giant sausage. I'll Tatiana to that. All right. So what else did I have? Oh, you know what? That's gonna have to wait till next week because I forgot to bring it back here. Um, yeah, I hit all of the things on that list. Yay me. Which is great because we've got baby almost time for some pick a page. We haven't played pick a page in a couple weeks because we've been like gabbing and gabbing, which I absolutely love, which is great. But I think we should play some pick a page. Um, Sybil says, technically, it's not refrigerating eggs that makes them need refrigeration, it's washing them. Yes, unwashed eggs are okay at room temperature. After hard boiling, the protective bloom is destroyed and need refrigeration. Okay, so yeah, so across the board, bad idea. Don't leave your eggs out on the counter. Um, yes. I had Taylor pork roll for lunch today. It said pork roll on the package. Amen, brother, because I have a case of it in my freezer because among you guys all know how ridiculously in love with my husband I am. He's amazing. He is my soulmate. He is my person. And I always tell people that the fact that he owns a deli isn't why I married him, but it's a hell of a perk because I can have whatever cheese I want whenever I want. But also, we get to go to the restaurant depot and the restaurant store, and they sell cases of Taylor pork roll there. So I have a case in my freezer, and I just take a box out. I take a box out whenever I want some pork roll. And I agree. It says Taylor pork roll. It does not say Taylor ham. They are wrong. They are wrong. Uh, oh no, it's pouring. Luna, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if it's raining here. Um, I don't know if you're lagging or if I'm just running my mouth tonight. I just got your, yeah, I just got your thing about raining. No, I was talking, so that's why. Oh yeah, Erin is already jumping in, so I'm going to use my graphic because I have it for if I can find it. We'll play some pick a page. And since Erin picked first, and he said 152B. So for those of you who are new, who are joining us for the first time this evening, we like to play a game called Pick a Page, and we pick from either A, which is my book, Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self, or B, which is the Encyclopedia of Unusual Sex Practices by Brenda Love. We love some Brenda Love. And I got to show off her picture again. She just looks like your 7th grade science teacher. But she wrote the Encyclopedia of Unusual Sex Practices. And this book is from the 90s, so some of it is a little dated. So let's see, 152B. See if we get to a page with pictures I can't show you guys because I like being able to have my show and don't want to get in trouble. All right. I don't know why the pages are stuck together, and it's not because of what you guys think, you dirty birdies. Okay. Lap dancing. Kind of a meld between both books. Oh, and if for some reason you have children listening, which I don't ever think is a good idea with my show, now's a really good time to not have them listen. Okay. Lap dancing seems to be the modern creation of the Mitchell brothers. I know who they are. I've read this book. It began at their O'Farrell Theater in San Francisco. While a stripper performs on stage, others work the audience for tips. The city ordinance forbids genital contact with a man or exposure of his genitals. Therefore, lap dancing has strict regulations. A stripper dressed in sexy apparel will approach a man in the audience, negotiate a price, and then, facing him, will put a knee on each side of his legs and lean forward enough so that his nose is between her cleavage. He is not allowed to caress her as she goes through her pelvic thrusts. Okay. And I went with lap dancing. The next one was lesbians, and the one after that was lighting. So that was 152B. Okay. Right, Luna? She does look like she's straight out of the 70s. And like I said, this is from 1992, I think. Something like that. It came out in the 90s, I believe. But yeah. All right. And Luna picked 277B. So if you want me to read your page, pick a number between 1 and 300 and say A or B so we know which book to pick a page. Oh, why do we always get these? Okay. Suturing is done in S&M play as a form of pseudo-castration, bondage, or infibulation of the genitals. If anyone knows what infibulation is, please put it in the comments because I don't know that word. The couple decides the type of suturing scene in which they wish to engage and then gathers the items needed for the procedure. The preferred type of suture is non-absorbable silk because it's the easiest to tie. The needles are used cutting needles. The needles used are cutting needles in either size 000 or 000. Yeah, this is going where y'all think it is. So that's good for that. Color, oh, okay. Color said, I found it's beefsteak tartare, slightly cooked, then sliced thin, giving it that slurping texture. I have never tried that. Interesting. Cool. All right. Somebody else give me a page. Yeah, I wasn't getting too far into the suturing, but the other thing on that page is Suttee, Suttee, virtuous woman, is the East Indian practice of burning a widow with her husband. This is thought to have begun over 3,000 years ago among northern Aryan tribes. One could escape this socially imposed suicide if a man took hold of the widow's hand as she lay on her dead husband's funeral pyre. This gave her status as the second man's wife, and she could live. The fuck? Yeah. I'm like, what? Infibulation is an extreme form of. Okay. Terrible. Terrible. And then it says, these vows are mocking me. Yes, it is. Yeah, you guys are both right that it is female genital mutilation. Terrible. That's horrible. And the fact that it still goes on is absolutely awful. Now you're getting thunder too. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't send it to you. Did you mock the universe as well? Because that's what brought it on over here. All right. Let me see if I can find a fun page. I'm afraid to look any of these things up, right? Some of them are whacked out. Yeah, we don't need, no, and the pictures. Okay, no. Let's see here. There's those pictures of on the all fours that I always get. Okay, I like that this one page just says gaze. Like that's an entire unusual sex practice. I don't think so. Do, do, do. I'm not finding any like fun ones. These are all like painful or like impotence. Terrible. Injunction refers to those who have their body lathered up or rubbed with an oil and then use a partner or object to slide against. Okay, so that sounds like a fun way to play Twister. That's cool. Americans during the 60s would have Mazzola parties where all participants would undress, rub their bodies with oil, and then wrestle or play on a plastic sheet. There are bathhouses in Bangkok, Thailand. Wrong program to take a drink for Thailand, that offer a similar service. A client has the choice of lying on a lathered air mattress with a lady wriggling on top of him, or of being lathered and laying between two writhing women. The lather alleviates friction and produces a sensation that is drastically different from normal skin-to-skin contact. Okay, that one's a fun one. That's not a scary, painful one. Oh no, Kyler says, Aaron, Lizzie, I need an experienced adult. And Lizzie said, experienced how? That's funny. All right, did anybody else put a page number? All right, since we've only got a couple minutes left, I'm going to grab my book and I'm just going to open to a page and see what we got. I love cheese. We were just talking about this. I know that seems random, but follow me here. Many people are sugar addicts or have a mega sweet tooth. I have a cheese tooth. I love all kinds of cheese and enjoy eating it in everything from nachos, mac and cheese, on burgers with crackers and pepperoni, straight into my mouth. My husband owns a deli, but I swear that unlimited access to cheese is not the reason I married him. That's so funny that after I just said that, I turned to that page. What are the odds, right? Well, thank you for joining me this Wednesday night and letting me play April because this was fun. And I like my little cosplay. It's funny, I put it on and I'm like, oh no, because I've got this. That's what I was gonna do is show you the first time that I wore this was actually at the Comic Con where I met Johnny. So that's like the whole outfit. So after that, I washed it and just put it in the closet. Well, apparently it shrunk. And I'm not saying that because of like the this way because I am, that was a couple of years ago and I'm a little bigger now, but no, the pants are like this far off the ground and I'm like, I didn't get taller. So at least I feel better knowing that it shrunk because so I may have to see if there's a shorter April out there who would like to have this outfit. Not the wig. The wig's mine, but this part. Um, but yeah, I think it's really, really, really cute, and I enjoyed playing her at the Comic Con and bringing her out again today to celebrate April because it's a new month, and now my birthday month is over. Womp, 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 but that's okay because now it's Linda's birthday month, and we can all celebrate with her. And let's see, April Susie, thank you. Yes, Stilton Nasiago Munch. Oh, it's all so good. It's all so good. I got it sounds funky, but they brought home it's blood orange cheese. It's so good. It's so good. I put that shit on everything. It's not quite like a Locatelli hardness, but it's not. It's like in between like a cheddar and Locatelli's what is it? Like a Romano, like a like that kind. Oh, so good, so good. But yeah, I need to go eat some cheese. So again, thank you guys for hopping on here with me tonight. It is always so fun. I look forward to this every week. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic week and a happy Easter if you celebrate it, a happy Sunday if you do not. And just remember that when life comes at you, sometimes it can get hard. And if you stick your head in the sand, you think you're hiding from your problems, but the rest of the world just sees a big ass. Love you.